So John Chell, who happens to be the chief, he's a big-time guy, this guy. Now he has his own entry music on Sid and Friends in the Morning. And this is it. This is your song, right?
This was a contract that we broke it last time I was here, so I don't know why you're bringing it up again. This is part of the norm.
Yeah. So when you show up at like an anti-Israel rally, for example, and you get out of your car, do you blast this song for the media and the public to hear it?
I don't think that'd be apropos in that situation, but in this situation, is that and let me tell you something, Sid, I'm a little annoyed here. We're going to start the show off in a bad way here.
Why?
You don't ever leave this country without proper notification to me.
Yeah.
And then now we've established, Kaz and I have established that you're the Dos Equis guy. You're the most interesting man in the world.
I am?
You go parachuting without a parachute. You wrestle with alligators and come out with nice boots. You are the Dos Equis man.
That's hilarious. And after going to Europe and seeing all those Muslims, it's akin to what you're talking about, just so you know. And if I sound Islamophobic, it's because I am. I don't care. I am, okay? Like my friend the Misfit Patriot says, we're not Islamophobic enough in this country. But you go to Europe, I walked around Paris, London, Wales. I mean, I landed at Heathrow Airport in London. I thought I landed in Pakistan. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, that's not for today's discussion, but we'll talk about this later. Kaz Daughtry, Batman, how are you, handsome?
I am doing. I'm doing good. Sid, I must love you if Batman gets out of his bed at 5 o'clock in the morning to make his.
I know. And why do you look? You look. I mean, you always look good. You're a good-looking guy, but you look great today.
Sid, honestly, I'm looking at you with your shirt popped open. I'm like, oh God, I'm drooling over here.
But you must have a press conference or something today. You got
I do.
a tie
At 10:30.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
And is this about the migrant who shot the cop in the face? Is that what you're doing today?
No, today we're doing an announcement at Central Park in regards to drones. A drone announcement at Central Park.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
The mayor had a major about drones.
And subway surfing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subway surfing is a big problem. Yes. I don't understand how many kids have to die before they figure out, first of all, what's even fun about it, but you're going to die.
What we have to really do is start going after the social media companies for putting their videos of them subway surfing up online. That's the problem.
That's a start.
Yes.
So when you say more drones in Central Park, and tell me if I'm wrong, there's been an uptick. That's what I've heard in crime there. I'm not saying it's the days of the rapes and the wilding and all that stuff that we saw in the late 70s and early 80s, but there's been an uptick in crime. That must be true if you want more drones there. Yes or no?
I don't need more drones in Central Park. We have 2 drones already over there. And you got to think about this, that's a huge, huge park. I mean, huge. And there's certain nicks and crevices and crannies in that park where regular beat officers can't walk to. That's why they're utilizing bicycle patrols there. But the drones can get closer to areas where the cops can't go into the park. So it's a huge W for the officers there. And then the second phase would be to roll out where the officers can actually see it on their cell phones, their department smartphones, and what the drone is actually looking at.
I love that. So, John, let's get to you contacted me yesterday. This is part of the reason why you and Kaz are here today. And you were frustrated. You were frustrated because here you had this illegal, that's what he is, enough with the migrant, this illegal who we caught at the border in 2023. And we let him go, which is bad enough. But then this guy's no dummy. He goes, let me find a sanctuary city. Because if I find a sanctuary city, whether it's New York or Los Angeles or San Francisco or Atlanta, all our good cities, right? I can go there. I can rape and pillage and do what I want and basically get away with it. And he did. This guy that they arrested yesterday has a long rap sheet of some very violent crimes. And now he shot somebody in the face. What happened here?
And this is the frustration because we're talking about New Yorkers. We're talking about my family, your family, Kaz's family. This is what we're talking about. The guy comes in, Mr. Mora comes in the country in April of 23. He gives a notice to appear. He got to go back to court. He blows it off. And the judge on November 6th gives him a deportation order. You're out of here, all right? What's the response to that is he gets arrested 2 weeks later. He's in front of a judge here in New York City. It was a low-level crime, but the judge can't hold him on that.
I'm just curious, when you say a low-level crime, did he piss in public? Did he jump a turnstile? Because low-level crimes these days, to me, aren't so low-level. What was the crime?
Well, you know what? Maybe low-level is the word. He violated an order of protection based on an assault, okay? So we can – but the point here is, though, the judge sees the order to hold, but he can't, or she can't, or the judge – he can't let him walk out the door. Now, he didn't let him. He had to. Sanctuary city laws. So now what is the response to that? He goes out in December, commits a robbery with a friend in the Bronx. Then in January, he stabs someone in the Bronx. Then he takes a little trip to Worcester, Mass, and robs at gunpoint with another accomplice with a stolen license plate in a car, robs a store, takes guns out of it in Worcester, Mass. Then we don't know what he's doing between January and this Saturday night where he Miranda's into he rides on a bike with his buddy on a moped. He's a person of interest, strong person of interest.
Right.
They rob someone of their phone, goes five minutes later. We have a New Yorker who happens to be a border protection officer sitting in a rock with a friend, pulls out a gun, and there's a shootout. And this officer gets shot in the cheek, loses teeth. The gun is still lodged in his neck. The point is, we shouldn't have been here. This should never occurred. So what we've been saying for the last 2 years, very adamantly, is when it comes to sanctuary city laws, in this part of it, let's have a thoughtful discussion to fix this piece, because at the end of the day, these are our family, friends. These are our New Yorkers. We are the good guys. Mm-hmm. We are not the bad guys.
100%. And as I just laid out, all of our great cities are garbage because they're sanctuary cities. Okay, not that New York is garbage, but we've seen better days. Now, Eric has been trying the last couple of years, I'll give credit when credit is due, to change that. He was the guy at the very front of the line, loud and proud that we were a sanctuary city for years. This is part of the frustration with me and the mayor, is that I'm glad he's come to the realization some of the things that he thought were good are horrible. That's great. Better late than never. But he was loud and proud about sanctuary cities. Now he's trying to change it. I know he's been to court. What is he doing? What are you guys doing, basically, this administration, to try to change that?
And for the good folks that come here, for the good migrants that come into New York City, like those are the ones that are looking to take advantage of the American dreams. Those are our food delivery workers working on restaurants. I mean, Sid, you know, you go out to eat a lot of times. I'm sure you eat very healthy.
Yeah. Danielle's cooking.
Those are the ones
grilled chicken. I want grilled chicken.
Those are the ones that that are here and they are living the American dreams. But those bad elements that come into New York City. Come into our city and want to take advantage of the American dreams. For example, John's called him Mr. Mora. I'm calling him Mora, the strong person of interest that committed this incident against our the Border Patrol. And listen, we're all brothers and sisters, even though we wear different patches. Those are the ones. Those are the public safety threats. Those are the ones that we want to go after. Those are the ones that cannot. After you commit your crime here in New York City, you do your time, and then we send you back.
Really, that's simple, right? That's it.
It's just a practical solution to a serious problem.
Yeah.
This is not rocket science.
Let's John, let's talk about the deportation order. Let's say if that was honored, right, for after the second incident, the stabbing, or the third incident, the robbery, they would go into Rikers Island, and we can safely transfer this individual over to the federal authority.
Right, except.
Right, so listen.
And that officer would be sitting
good,
on the
right.
bench.
Of course.
Tom Homan said, just tell us where the bad people are, and we won't have to, we'll just go get the bad, I'm talking about the bad people now.
Yeah.
And we won't have to run around your city, any other city. I mean, this is.
I'm glad you brought that up, John, because the lies every day. They're going into neighborhoods. They're grabbing kids out of church. They're grabbing kids out of school. No, they're not.
No, and Sid, have your respected journalist, radio host here in the city, the #1 show in New York. Have you ever heard of immigration officers or ICE or federal agents going into our schools? Have you ever heard of them going into our houses of worship?
No.
You haven't heard them going to our restaurants. Like, This is what this administration is about, having a seat at the table and working with the federal authorities to go after the public safety threats here in New York City.
Which is
that's
great.
What we would continue
Now,
to
listen,
do.
you are Kaz. I have to give you some credit here. Sorry, John. You get credit, too.
Do you
No,
really?
No, you get credit, too.
John, just please.
You guys, if I give one of you credit, you automatically get credit.
I'm gonna go sit in the bathroom. Goodbye.
Put him in the closet. Put him in the closet.
Put him in the bathroom. Put him in Joey coffee cake. Joey coffee cake. No face.
That's funny. I get all this credit from Vinny Valalang, who's a terrific guy. He's the head of the Sergeants Union, because Vinny's out there giving me badges. You guys were here. John was here. You were on the phone, Kaz.
You are a sergeant, by the way.
Yeah, I am a sergeant now. I am officially a sergeant in the NYPD. But the truth is that when I was done with the Vinny interview in studio, the first call I made was to you. So I know that Jessica Tisch and the mayor and a lot of people took their victory lap. But the truth is that Kaz Daughtry for you sergeants out there, you should all be sending Kaz flowers.
Or chocolate chip cookies.
Is that your favorite?
Yes.
That's my favorite, though. Do you have are you a Chips Ahoy guy? Are you
Chips
a-
Ahoy's and the red ones too. The blue and the red ones. I'm
Now,
good with.
Chell, you're no stranger to a chocolate chip cookie either, by the
Oh,
way.
look,
So.
look, I'm not gonna lie. At times in my life, I was I was on the anti-Atkins diet.
Oh, you were
I was
anti-Atkins.
I was carving up at all corners.
That's funny. You know, one thing too about Tish when you were here last time with her, I thought she was terrific, and I like her. But she was both of you guys and you too, Kazman, on the show talking about the crime numbers and how they're significantly down, especially the serious crimes, murders, shootings. So I'll give you an example. It's a much bigger number, obviously, much bigger. But let's say 1,000 people are on my Instagram page looking at the video of me, Tish, and you guys. 500 go, yeah, she's doing a really good job, and I do feel safer in the city. And 500 go, I'd love to know where they get these numbers from because I don't know. I'm still scared to death to be in Manhattan. What do you say to the folks that flat out call you guys liars when you present numbers about crime?
Well, the commissioner is doing a good job. And what I say to the folks is we stay focused, no distractions and grind. We don't listen to the noise. You know, at this, 5 straight quarters decrease in crimes. She's breaking records over there in the police department. We have to give credit where credit's due, Sid. The police commissioner is doing a phenomenal job over there.
There you go.
And listen. She plays to win, and she does.
Yeah.
And there's 8.5 million people in the city. I can't control 500 people who just want to knock us all the time.
Right.
And we're cheating on numbers. And
It's more than that, by the way.
Oh, listen. Look, 8.5 million people. We got some.
500 people knock me every
We
day.
got 8.5 million people with 37 million opinions, right?
Of course.
But all we could do is just keep fighting a good fight, supporting the cops.
Yeah.
Taking the bad guys to the street, making people feel safer.
Listen, I think you guys are great. I think the NYPD is far and away the greatest police force in the world. Now, look, I'm a bit biased because we've got relationships. You guys are like my brothers. But I know that I felt unsafe in this city at times, even back to the Eddie Caban days. I still like Eddie, okay? Even then. And when I felt unsafe, when there were issues, if I call you guys or text you guys, in 30 seconds, you guys get back. You genuinely care about people in this city. So with that said, while I'm giving you guys all this credit on the way out, if one guy wins this mayor's race, he doesn't appreciate you guys nearly as much as I do. In fact, he would like to see social workers out in the street.
Sid, before I answer your question, one thing also, because I was thinking about what you said before. Like I said, we got to give credit where credit is due. The commissioner is a person of integrity, and believe me, she's not fudging her numbers. Those are the real numbers, and I look at them every single day. And their second question is, we're going to be here for another 4 years, so get used to us. You know, me and John want a standard day, maybe like a Tuesday, every day, 8:00 on your show. So,
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
So
For the next 4 years.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
No, no.
Tuesday. I'm more of a Friday guy.
No, but if Mamdani wins, God forbid,
Yeah.
then you guys would be able to come in, but you would no longer be members of the NYPD. What would you be doing at that point?
I'm still going to be here as the deputy mayor for public safety because I don't plan on going anywhere.
He can't make you leave
No, the mayor will still be here.
till January.
No, until in January 4 years from now.
Oh, you see what he did? You see what he did? That's pretty good, John.
That's why he's
Yeah.
the Batman
But
guy.
that's right, he's Batman. But in all seriousness, even with Mamdani, you guys are going to be whoever wins this race, and in your case, I know you hope it's Eric, but whoever wins, you guys are still part of the NYPD. It doesn't just all of a sudden turn over when there's a new mayor, right? Or does it? How does that work?
When the mayor comes in, whoever they can pick who they want. But the bottom line is, we still got to close out this year.
Yeah.
The next 5 months, we have a job to do to reduce crime. The politics of things will take its own course.
Yeah.
We stay focused on public safety, and that's all we can do. That's it.
In the public safety world, which we've been doing,
Yeah.
we're playing to win, and we are winners.
No, listen, I'm going to say this honestly. The best part of Eric Adams' mayor job, the last, I don't know how long, the last whatever couple of years, is you guys. Like if I'm the mayor, that's what I can boast about the most is Kaz Daughtry, is John Chell, is Jessica Tish, is the NYPD. Because while the other stuff, there's a lot of noise, a lot of periphery, you guys and girls do a great job. Great
Look,
job.
and I've said it-
and you don't have all the liberties at your disposal. We've been over that too. I mean, I know there are times, John, especially you, we'd like to turn somebody upside down, but you can't do that all the time.
We're going to play by the rules, and a lot, this mayor doesn't get. I feel, especially coming into this role as a deputy mayor for public safety, leaving the department, being appointed as deputy mayor.
Yeah.
I feel that the mayor doesn't get a lot of credit for all of the W's that he has done for the city.
That's fair.
And I feel that people just want to write about all the negative things. They don't want to talk about. I heard on one of our senior leadership calls that the mayor has the highest number of jobs that in this city. There are just so many different things, from crime and housing and what he has done to turn around the city. But nobody talks about it. Nobody wants to write about it. They only want to talk about the bad things that the mayor has done. And I feel like he doesn't get a fair shot in the media.
How do you feel, John?
Listen, when it comes to public safety, I've said this time and time again. We play West Coast style offense.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yes.
Is this Joe Montana's West Coast offense?
No, I'm going to go with Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman, if you want to go there.
Oh, you're a Cowboy fan.
With number 22 in the
He's a
back.
huge
Well,
Cowboy fan.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know Emmett very well. I know Emmett very well.
Half my friends are New York Giant fans. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not very popular on Sunday football.
Well, right now, if you want to talk about doing a good job in this city, I wouldn't mention the Giants or the Cowboys. You may want to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs or the Philadelphia Eagles.
No, I disagree. I'm a Cowboy Nation. That's the way it's going to be.
But you're losers. Losers.
No, we're just having a little blip in the road. 26 years plus. A little speed bump.
You guys
we got
are
a little
great.
speed bump.
You guys are great. I got to tell you, seriously, we are lucky to have you guys in this city. And I've always said that, even when I'm bashing the mayor, which I do, or bashing anybody. I think you guys are great. I do. And whoever wins this race, they'd be very, very smart to make sure that you guys continue the job that you're doing. Whether it's Eric or Curtis. You run for Curtis, right?
Listen, I am working for the mayor. That's who Mayor Adams. That's my boss. That's who I support. And after 4 years, when I'm done with another 4 years in the city, I'm looking at the how I'm going to decide to where I'm going to put the curtains at in this room. John, we can actually take over the studio.
You guys are ready. I know, you guys are so ready. Well, you're both very good at this. I got to say, you're both very good at it. Both of you.
Yeah.
Thank you, John Chell.
We want to thank you. We want to thank you because you give us an opportunity on the best radio show in New York City.
Thank you.
To talk to just the average New Yorker.
You could say the country.
Well, I'm actually lying right now, but I want you to feel good.
Hey, before we leave,
all kidding aside, I said you give us a platform for the message, and we're greatly appreciative.
and
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us on. I think they want to play something for me as we're leaving.
Yes.
This is not going to go
he's
over well.
The best.
This is.
I'm actually excited. Cutie music voice.
This is. We had the entry music for Chief John Chell. Now we've got the exit from Mr. Deputy Mayor Kaz Daughtry.